Hello, I'm Sean Sullivan, your moderator for today's SIG CLI biweekly meeting for November 1st. I'll get directly into the announcements. So we just completed the version 129 release code freeze. I hope everybody was able to get the code in that they needed to get in. That release should happen in about 4 weeks. And the next announcement is about KubeCon, which also is coming up very soon, starting next Monday. I think Monday is the contributor summit. Is that correct? Can someone correct me on that? Monday the 6th. Okay, so Monday the 6th is the contributors summit, and then the rest until the 9th is the rest of the KubeCon. Does anybody want to admit to going?
I'll be there, and I'll be talking about SIG CLI stuff. I know that together with me, there'll be Eddie and Marley talking about those topics. I'll link when our presentation will be, but I remember it's happening on Thursday towards the end of the day. I'll do that in a bit. I need to find the correct.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'd be nice to be able to join you virtually, if possible, for that SIG CLI. So let's before we move on to introducing new members, is there anybody else who has any other announcements for the SIG CLI? If not, then we can move on to the next section, which is where our new members can introduce themselves if they like. Having looked on the participants list, I recognize most of the people. Is there anyone who'd like to introduce themselves as a new member or somebody who's returning after a long time? And if not, then we'll move on to the next section, which is going to be sub-project and KEP updates. I put an update on the transitioning from Speedy to WebSockets. That for 3 of the 4 streaming commands, kubectl exec, copy, and attach, that is in alpha. That was submitted last week. And why don't I show where we're at with this particular issue. We had 2 of the updates with the KEP, and then we had 2 major PRs. The second one, the stream translator one, the one that changes WebSocket streaming to Speedy streaming in the API server, as well as the fallback from WebSocket to Speedy, that landed last week. And then there's a deadline, November 14th, for the documentation. So that's going to be going in alpha for this particular release. Does anybody else have any other KEPs or sub-project updates? If not, we can move on to the open area, the open discussion. So I know Natasha wanted to present the customized roadmap. And is Natasha here?
Yeah, I'm here. Just give me a second to figure out how to best share my screen.
So I'll stop sharing.
Right. Can everyone see the window with the customized roadmap?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but if anyone is interested, we recently updated the customized roadmap for the next 1 year. So, as a lot of you know, the past couple months we started up this customized maintainer training cohort, and that's pretty much been our primary focus in the last couple months and throughout the end of the year. We really want to build up the customized leadership so that it has continuity and doesn't get abandoned pretty much every 6 months. So that's really important. And for next year, we have a few projects. If you're interested, you can look through them. The main thing I want to highlight here is that each project has been organized into its own project board. So if anyone on the call or listening to the call is interested, or if you know anyone who is interested in contributing to Customize, we tried to make it really easy for people to find issues to work on. They're all in the to-do column. So for whichever project that you're interested in, you can just click on it and find an issue and just ping us if you have any questions, and that'll hopefully help people get started on contributing. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share on that.
Oh, thank you, Natasha. Okay, and so we also have another item which has to do with a display name annotation. Let me put this up here, share that.
I
So
don't see Andrew on the call.
okay,
And there was a thread basically in the SIG architecture where they were trying to standardize the approach and introduce the display name annotation across the entire project. From the discussion that Tim and Dims and myself and Andrew, as the author of the issue, had, the decision was that Andrew will present this topic in the SIG CLI because primarily kubectl will be the initial consumer of this annotation. I should have. Well, Andrew last week mentioned that he will do whatever he can to attend today's call, but I forgot to ping him yesterday and just remind him. I pinged him a minute ago, but I don't see him responding, so I think we'll just push this over to the next time, and I'll add myself a reminder to ping Andrew a day prior, so that he will be more up to date with regards to the direction. I'll also link the initial discussion. There is some more background in the Slack thread that I just linked in the agenda. If
okay.
folks are interested, if you have any thoughts about the feature itself, feel free to either comment in that Slack thread or better in that issue, in which direction we want to basically go.
Okay, great. I'll put that in the next meeting, and we'll have Andrew give us some background on that well-known annotation. Okay, so it's going to be a short meeting. We don't have anything else on the agenda before we close. Is there anything else we wanted to bring up? If not, it's good to see everyone and hope to see you in 2 weeks. Stop.